Okie dokie, hello. This is the first time I've recorded a little video on Solidworks, but I'm quite chuffed with myself because I've just sussed something out that's been annoying me for a long time. I haven't seen anyone else with a video on this. It's suppressing sketch relation, so we'll just dive straight in. Just a quick sketch on the front plane, just a square. We'll go again. Okay, all I'm going to do is draw a circle. So that's it. Okay, so we've got this circle and a square. So what I'm going to do is quickly show the workflow I found that works best for here. So this is the tip. We're going to apply a relation, this circle on this corner, then we're going to suppress it. This is the thing that I didn't do before. Incidentally, I want to make sure I'm on a point here, so I'm not going to use the automatic inferences. You probably could mess around with filters and snaps, but I'm just individually selecting it and making sure I know I've got it. So I apply the relation and then I suppress it. The reason for this will be obvious in a minute. Okay. So there we go. Now then, I've got 4 relations added to that, so let's quickly make 4 configurations. Okay, so I've got 4 configurations. At the moment, they don't do anything. Okay, so let's go into configuration 1. Edit the sketch. What you're looking for is this one here, display delete relations. Now the important thing, if you highlight there's my 4 relations, so, and this is the thing down at the bottom here, so we're going to do it just in this configuration, we're going to unsuppress that. There you go. Okay, now it doesn't let me change configurations while I'm in the sketch, so I'm going to exit the sketch, change configuration, edit the sketch. So it's a little bit involved. You need to make sure that you always hit this configuration and then suppress it. There it goes. Exit the sketch, go to 3, edit the sketch. Now it is possible to do this without exiting the sketch, but I'll show you what happens there in a minute. Okay, so let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the default doesn't do anything. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. It works nicely. Now the difficulty I found was, if we try and do it all from without exiting the sketch. It is possible, and in this situation I'm sure we could do it. Okay, you can use specify configuration, so we could choose that coincident note relation now, and we can say, right, let's specify 1, but it's also going to do it to the default, so it doesn't allow me to deselect that. So if I suppress that, this is it's already like that. But okay, so that's 1. So now we're going to move on to the next relation. Here it is. Now we want this to be in configuration 2. Okay, so I'm going to unsuppress that, but look what's happened. It's unsuppressed in both relations are unsuppressed in the default configuration. So it starts getting a little bit confusing. We're getting all these problems. So this is the 3rd one. We can do it in 3. Unsuppress that. and then we'll go for the fourth one. Okay, so that was the workflow that we'd use, and you can see that that would have done the job. But it's just a little bit confusing that way. It's easier, especially if you've got a more complicated example than this one. So what I should really do is go back into here and we'll set this configuration only, and we'll just suppress all of those. Okie doke. Anyway, if anyone's got any comments, I'd love to hear them. Brilliant. All the best. Right. Okay, I just reviewed what I did, and I realised that I probably didn't specify the most important part about this. Why this workflow works better than other ways. The problem with it is that when you add a relation, there's no way of saying which configuration you like to add that relation to. So let me just add another relation now. I'm going to make this, I'm on the default configuration. I'm going to add this relation to the origin. Okay. Now then, what that's done is, that has also added the relation to the origin to every single other configuration. So now, you can see Sketch 2's got a problem on every configuration. So that's okay, we can fix it. It just gets a little bit confusing, because obviously normally you've got a lot more relations than this. I've got one highlighted, one's saying that it can't see. When I click on that, that goes red. It's just a nightmare. So which one is it? Here, I've got one showing red. One isn't working. That one isn't working, so I have to click on this. That coincident relationship. So then I could suppress it in all configurations. So that's kind of gone back to working again, I think. It just gets a little bit confusing. So I find it's best to suppress all the relations that you'd like to change and then just add the unsuppressed state back in afterwards. I don't know if that makes sense. It just becomes very confusing otherwise. So anyway, that's the reason. As I say, this technique, I've been aware of it for a while. It's useful, I think, sometimes, but it's always been a nightmare trying to work. But this workflow seems to be good. So again, once again, comments are welcome. All the best. Have a good day.